Park. You see the banners depicting the pennants, and of course, you know, it's been 85 years since the Red Sox won a World Series, and the monster seats above the great monster in left field, and those seats may cost a little more for the fans. I know I had a chance to sit in that first row, and they are terrific. And this crowd all primed, Tim, for this second game of the battle between the Yankees and Red Sox. One note about the Red Sox: Manny Ramirez did not play last night with a throat infection. They don't know if it's the same as what ailed Pedro Martinez. He's supposed to come to the park to see the doctors, possibly in a pinch hitting role, but not likely.
That throat infection costing Pedro Martinez a start about 10 days ago.
And the Red Sox take the field. Let's bring you the Yankees starting lineup. And they've shaken it up against Pedro today. Derek Jeter leading off at shortstop. Nick Johnson will be batting second at first base. Jason Giambi, the DH, hitting third. Bernie Williams in center field batting cleanup. Hideki Matsui, who 92 RBIs, the last Yankee rookie. Back in 1962 was Tom Tresh. Jorge Posada behind the plate, and it'll be Aaron Boone at third base batting seventh. Kareem Garcia, the right fielder, hitting eighth. And batting ninth at second base, Enrique Wilson getting a start. So Rafael Soriano not in the lineup and going against Pedro Martinez.
The numbers, Pedro 7-7 in his career against the Yankees. And this very, very important. That is the most. It was important before I just covered it up, but it's the most versus any team. Most losses versus any team in the major leagues. But Pedro's ERA is
to Bernie Williams.
Pedro Martinez with 10 no decisions this year, a lifetime record of 162 and 66. He's almost 100 games.
So they continue to hang around town, and the first pitch, Jeter lines it to right field. Coming on in is Nixon, and Nixon makes the catch. Diving catch by Nixon. A sparkling defensive play to start the game. Batted in, and he grounds it up the middle for a base hit. So Nick Johnson, who has been hitting well, coming back after missing 61 games with a broken bone in his right hand, and he's on at first with the first base hit of Martinez. Jeter and Aaron Boone, the only right-handers hitting against him. And the pitch popped up behind the plate, and a play for Varitek. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Again, that's a 5-pitch at bat, and you
at first base. 2 down. Matsui would be next, and swing and a miss on the pitch away. So Martinez, going away from Bernie Williams, picks up his first strikeout of the game. The Yankees get a hit and lead 1. Yankees nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. The Red Sox batting order: Johnny Damon in center field leading off. Bill Miller will be at third base, moving up to the second slot. Nomar Garcia-Parra at third, hitting third, and David Ortiz, the designated hitter, and he has been sizzling, batting cleanup. Kevin Millar hitting fifth. Jason Varitek in the sixth slot. Gabe Kapler will be batting in the seventh position. Rod Nixon hits eighth, and Lou Merloni, reacquired by the Red Sox, batting ninth. And Bill Miller now leading the American League in hitting, vaulting ahead of Ichiro in the last week. And Andy Pettit's first pitch is a fastball inside to Johnny Damon. So Pettit going for his 17th win.
And he's won 11 of his last 12, as we said on the opening. Very successful against the Red Sox. 12-4. His best pitch away to left-handers.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, and bounced up the middle for a base hit. Johnny Damon, who has also been better against left-handed pitchers than against right-handed pitchers, and is on with the first Red Sox hit to start the first.
Now see, the one thing a left-handed batter has to have, he's got to have a fear of that ball tailing in on him.
2 balls and a strike, and right back to the mound, and the throw, and it's going to be offline, and Andy Pettit should be charged with a throwing error, as his throw to Enrique Wilson was off his glove, and they had a chance to get the double play with that hard hit ball, and instead everybody is safe.
I'm a little surprised Derek Jeter.
Another comeback win for Boston, and a drive hit to center field. Bernie Williams going back, and it's over his head, and the 2 Red Sox runners practically on top of each other now, as they both will score. Nomar Garcia-Parra will go in sliding at third with a triple. Johnny Damon had to hold up a bit, and Bill Miller was right on his tail, and so Garciaparra gets the triple. That's all he needed last night to hit for the cycle, but the Red Sox have taken a 2-0 lead.
So a cycle kind of over the last 2.
Right, and the hugs. A lot of hugs lately. The 0-2 pitch grounded to third base. Garcia has to hold there, and Aaron Boone on the broken bat grounder throws out Ortiz for the first out for the Red Sox.
Here's a situation now with
clubhouse as well. Here's the 0-1 and a base hit to center field. And Millar driving in his 83rd run of the year, bringing home Garciaparra, and the Red Sox scoring 3 runs here in the first inning against Andy Pettitte. Now you really have to wonder about the Yankees starting pitching, because you know that the 40-year-olds, Clemens and Wells, have struggled, and Pettitte has been
shell-shocked starters here at Fenway.
Bouncer back to Pettitte, and again goes to Wilson, and the throw to first not in time. So again, Enrique Wilson having to cover over at second base, and maybe the Yankees are fortunate they were able to get even the force on this time.
I think Wilson went out.
And that's not unusual that a team could rise to the occasion without their big run producer. Ground ball, and that's going to go through in the right field. Varitek held up and will hold it second. So the Red Sox with their 4th hit here in the opening inning against Andy Pettitte. And runners at first and second with 2 out, and that will bring up Trot Nixon. So a rough runs across the plate here in the first for Boston. And a bouncer back to Pettitte, and he'll make the play. Everything, it seemed, was up the middle in this first inning, other than the base hit to right field. The Red Sox cash in with 3 runs, and after 1, the Red Sox lead the Yankees 3-0.
Fastball.
He's out. Second straight strikeout for Pedro as he gets Matsui to start the second inning with a called 3rd strike. Yankees have lost 3 out of 4. The Red Sox, on the other hand, have won 7 out of 8. Swing and a miss on a good fastball by Martinez, and that's his 3rd straight strikeout. And here is today's Sprint virtual manager as Loaiza and Colon both pitching effectively in taking 2 out of 3. There's a fly ball hit down the left field line, and Kapler coming on over has a play, and he makes the catch to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Pedro in the middle of the second inning. The Red Sox lead it 3-0.
Get back, then takes the red eye on Thursday night.
Couldn't wait to get back. Drive hit to right field, and Garcia coming over to make the catch. So Merloni hitting solidly. Drives out to
from the shortstop to the second baseman than any other gap on the infield. So there's more room up the middle, and you're looking at it right there.
Grounded to the right side. Nick Johnson with the toss to Pettitte, covering close, but they got him. Damon with good speed, and having to roam far and wide was Nick Johnson, and that's the second out of the second inning.
All of the things that happened.
One of the highlights of the season after it's all over. The 2-2 pitch and a high pop-up, and Aaron Boone will be there to make the catch, and Pettitte retiring the Yankees in order. And we will return to Boston after this break from your local Fox station. Garcia has some pop, and this one he hits left center field. Coming over is Gabe Kapler, and he makes the catch to retire Garcia for the first out. I don't think anyone wants to face him. Going the other way is Enrique Wilson, and a line drive base hit. So he goes with the pitch, and Wilson now 7 for 17 against Pedro. The Yankees have their second hit of the game.
Dick, it's always fun to see
Nick Johnson. Yankees looking to climb back here in this early inning. Breaking ball grounded through the hole in left field for a base hit. And stopping at second is Enrique Wilson, and the Yankees, for the first time today, have 2 runners on base in the same inning. First and second, 1 out.
There are some breaking balls that are designed to break, and there are other.
10-game road trip after Sunday's game. A line drive down the right field line. It's a fair ball and off the barrier and in the stands for a ground rule double. Wilson will score, And going to third base is Jeter, and the Yankees now with the tying runs in scoring position, trailing 3-1.
Boy, did the Red Sox get a break. Had that ball stayed down, it rattles around in the corner.
One away. Jeter with the lead at third, Nick Johnson at second, and hit by the pitch. So that's 19 times that Jason Giambi was hit by a pitch, and it was hit on the right hand on Monday night. It really stung, and fortunately he was able to come back. So the Yankees have low. Here's the 1-1 to Bernie Williams, and a fly ball deep to left center field. Chasing it, Kapler going over the wall, and Johnny Damon. No, it's Kapler who makes the catch, and scoring is Jeter. Going to third is Johnson. The runners had a hold up, and let's see if Kapler is shaken up in left field as he went into the wall. Or Johnny Damon, that is. Kapler made the catch and Damon went in there, but you can see that Damon appears to be all right. And the Red Sox trainer Jim Rowe coming out along with Grady Little, their manager, to see how Johnny Damon is. He still has not gotten up.
Dick, it looked to me like,
with two away, the Yankees coming back with two here in the top of the third inning, and Matsui pops it up to the left side of the infield, and Bill Miller makes the play to retire the side. But the Yankees come back with two, and as we go to the bottom of the third, the Red Sox lead the Yankees 3-2. And thoughts of the low-scoring game going by the wayside. Last night wasn't, and this one isn't either. Fly ball hit deep to center field. Bernie Williams back, makes the catch on the warning track as Garcia Parra sent that ball to the deepest part of Fenway Park.
almost identical to where he hit the first ball. The difference was this ball had more
positions
and big game players and guys who love the game.
3-1 pitch, high drive, hit to right field, going in the corner. This one is gone. David Ortiz with a home run, and now he has hit 7 homers in the last 8 games, and the Red Sox have taken a 4-2 lead. Number 23 for Ortiz. And what a pickup. Talk about Theo Epstein and the moves he's made. How about David Ortiz and what he has meant to this club after being released by the Minnesota Twins.
That ball down and in, and when a big, strong left-handed batter like
cleanup this afternoon. Left-handed batter against Andy Pettitte. He's come through. Sharply hit ground ball to second base. Enrique Wilson makes the play for out number 2. And right now, here's Jeannie Velasco with
games ahead in the loss column.
Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. So that will be the first strikeout of the game for Andy Pettitte. But the Red Sox get a run back on David Ortiz. 23rd home run into the right field stands. 4-2 Boston after 3.